Greetings! In today's video, we're going to be checking out a new addition to the LEGO keyboard group. Hello, Adam. This is the 0110B keyboard. Okay, we'll talk about how this happened and why, but first let me put it back together. I'm missing a piece. Before I get into the sound test and my review, which is surprisingly negative, let me tell you a little bit about the keyboard itself, just very briefly, because I've already done 2 videos on this, basically. This is the 3rd version they've sent me. Really liked them all, by the way. Spoiler alert. I love the way these sound and feel. It's phenomenal. Same keycaps, same switches. If you want the full unboxing video, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. This one is different because it comes with this, the numpad. And not only that, you can actually get the numpad separately if you wanted, but this system, this kit, if you will, has different instructions for the left side numpad, the right side numpad, and you can actually put them together separately if you wanted. It includes all the Lego bricks in order to do those different configurations, as well as like 3 instruction manuals, which are confusing and overwhelming, but we'll get to that. It's cool. It's a modular layout. If you've ever wanted a left side numpad, this is a really, really fun way to do it. It's really cool. My kids and I put it together. They love putting together these keyboards. Kudos to KBDCraft for kind of just like doing something fun and cool that even kids can be a part of. I didn't let them lube the stabilizers, but I let them put together the Legos. Okay, that said, let's jump into a quick sound test. All right, time for Pete's review, which is sadly negative. I say sadly because I love KBDCraft and the stuff they've been doing with these is so much fun. And these keyboards are so solid. They're so great. They sound phenomenal. They feel phenomenal. It's fun to put together for the most part. But in this new version specifically, there's a few issues. So number one, it's bowed, right? It's curved. You can see it. It's like a little boat here. Now, the previous versions were also like this a little bit. There's just a little bit of tension between all these things fitting together, all the different Lego bricks and the PCB and the gaskets, and there's just tension here that's like bowing it upward a little bit. Now, the old versions that I put together, you can go watch the video, I literally just like bent it back ever so slightly, and once I put the rubber feet on, which are phenomenal by the way, super sticky and super gummy, and they just work really well. Once I put it down, there was no wobble when I was typing and moving it around, and it worked fine. Absolutely fine. This one, not so much. And let me tell you why. Design flaw time. Sorry, KBDCraft. You could have done this better. You know when you look at a brick house, the bricks, the individual bricks, are not stacked right on top of each other. They're staggered. They're staggered so the cracks between the bricks don't all line up in one huge row, and there's a weak point right there, and it could fall apart. Well, that's what you should do with Legos too. And this one didn't do it very well. Right here on the numpad version, or the numpad module, if you will, all the cracks line up within like a ½ inch or a ¼ inch. And that's what causes this thing. I barely touched it right there. Touch it a little bit more and it's gonna explode on you. It starts right at the bottom. There's a crack here. And then literally within ½ inch, you can see the things like splitting open right here. All the cracks seem to line up right here. And it's just a long keyboard under a lot of tension. That's what's gonna cause it to break and snap like that. Now, that said, if you get the thing together and if you can kind of figure out how to make it less wobbly, can you see that? It's still wobbly and bowed a little bit. If you can figure out how to do that, it sounds and feels fantastic, and you should absolutely buy this keyboard. It's fun, no doubt. One more negative I'll say, and this is just Pete being nitpicky, and you probably don't care about this, but I did. The instructions are terrible for a few different reasons. Number one, the naming conventions, KBDCraft, I love you guys. I really do. But for your marketing sake, you got to figure out this stuff. This is 0110B. This is 01001, 01002. Just call it what it is. This is really confusing. And the instructions for how to put this keyboard together are in all three of these. This one right here doesn't cover everything. Now, by the time you're watching this video, if you buy this keyboard, these instructions will be different. They told me this, they emailed me this, they sent me an online version that is more updated, and I followed that one, but even that one didn't have everything that the three of these have. So I was like literally digging through all three of these, and it was very frustrating. Just letting you know. Number two, again, this is super nitpicky. KBDCraft, this is not your fault. Lego instructions, like real Legos, they don't have this either, but I wish they did. You're like searching for these individual pieces right here, and they're really long. These are like 12 bricks, 16 bricks in some cases long, right? Like 16 little dots. I wish they would just put that number on there. Like right here, just put like 16 in small parentheses. Again, if you're used to Legos, Legos are exactly like this. You have to like sit there and count, but my daughter is like, Daddy, I've lost count. Like, how many is this? And I'm like, okay, I've lost count too. I don't know, maybe it's 16. Just put that number on there. It's fine. Just put it right here. Really tiny. 6, 12, 10. So we can just do it. Again, that's just me being lazy. You guys are probably judging the crap out of me right now, but alas. Instructions definitely need some work. English is also not perfect on here, which, again, I don't want to like, it doesn't really need to be perfect. But some things, when you're looking through 3 sets of instructions and more, it got a little frustrating. I'm not going to lie. It took a little time to put it together. Accessories, phenomenal. Sound and feel of the keyboard, phenomenal. S2 engine switches, phenomenal. Keycaps, really satisfying. The overall look of the keyboard, awesome, fantastic. The modularity of the keyboard, absolutely fantastic. Hopefully they'll like try and work out some ways to reduce this tension in here, or provide a better support, or fix, you know, this one section right here being a little less stable, if you will. Other than that, it's a great keyboard, honestly. And it's still like $100, $120 or something. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic. Looks and sounds amazing. Feels amazing. Truly. A+ keyboard, except for some of these design flaws, which are gonna lower it to like a B- for me. Maybe like a C+. Fix those, and they probably will. These guys seem to be on the ball. They really do. And I think it's a fantastic, lovely keyboard. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I think that's all I got for you today. I still do recommend these keyboards, especially once you actually get it put together, and if you can get it sturdy on your desk, it's phenomenal. Okay. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Adios.